Greetings, Grateful Tribe. Today I bring you a very unique video, one that I wish I didn't have to make. But as we try to discover these hidden gem of opportunities, we also come across hidden problems and hidden intent. Today, I want to share with you something that happened that deeply is disturbing to me, sends chills down my spine of what is happening in our industry that we need to be mindful about. To give you the backstory of the video you're about to watch, of a catfisher, of someone who is wearing a literal mask of identity, not just like in terms of character, but a filter that I got to get quite suspicious about. The backstory is that a friend of mine introduced me to a project in which he wanted me to go and vet it out. So I had a Zoom call with the CEO. After studying their PowerPoint and exploring their back office, I wanted to know more about what their plan was, vision was, what they're trying to create. And my intuition of talking to countless CEOs, is there in the background, there in the subconscious. And as I was having the conversation with the CEO, I felt less confident. He didn't seem to be too intellectually aware of his own business model, how they generated revenue, seemed to want to get back to the PowerPoint and read off of the slides. And in a group chat after this interview with the CEO, CMO, and my friend, I was curious if the CMO was the actual brains behind it, because the CEO did not exude any level of confidence or authority or awareness of his business. So I asked to get on a Zoom call with the CMO because I said this deflated my enthusiasm for this business, because the PowerPoint and back office was just, numbers and that sort of thing. I wanted to understand how everything was being created. And that's where this video comes into play. After the CMO said he wasn't available until several days later, I said, okay, then I'm not gonna proceed any further until we have a conversation, because the conversation I had with the CEO was disturbing. And then he said, okay, he'll make some time. So about 30 minutes later, we hop on a Zoom. And that's what you're seeing here. Mind you, I was walking on under the stand-up desk treadmill, and I had a lot going on, a lot on my mind. So I didn't immediately catch on to the discrepancy of the mouth movements to the audio. I thought maybe there was a Wi-Fi glitch of connectivity, but little by little, his facial expressions didn't match what he was saying. It seemed like something in my facial recognition subconscious picked up on the fact that something was off, and you can see the rest from there of how this call went.
Can you hear me?
There it is. Hi, nice to meet you.
Okay, great. Nice to meet you.
Hi, yes.
Hi.
I was.
What's happened? Just wondering what went wrong.
Yeah, I appreciate you setting that up, but I'll tell you, being in this industry long enough and seeing a lot, when a CEO seems to not know their business, it doesn't drive confidence. And because of some malicious actors in our space of hired CEOs that knew very little, that were just paid actors, there is that suspicion going on. And at least the interview that I've had, or the way that Daniel seemed to not know much other than what was on the slide, it first of all diminished my confidence in who you guys are. Second of all, I know if I release something like that, it's going to diminish, not boost confidence, because more than talking about the business plan of the referral side, you do need to dive deeper into how the company is making money. And to talk about, I asked him a question about what is this, the funding fees, and to dive deeper into those elements. And, it just seemed like he was lost without the slides. And that's what made me wonder if are you a CMO, or what's your role?
Actually, this company is cool on, I'm part of actually the brain, behind the system, all right? But the CEO is actually one of us, all right? He's actually also, the main guy that came up with the idea of neutral markets, all right? So, when he came up with this system, I looked at it and I found it very interesting, right?
Can I ask a very strange question?
Okay.
Are you using an AI filter or is there a lag?
Maybe it's a lag. You
Okay.
can actually see me,
Yeah,
actually hear.
it seems to be somewhat of a lag. Okay, so are you saying he's the founder of something?
Yes, he's the founder. But like I must be very honest. He's kind of not good in public speaking. All right. Okay. So he shared with this idea, with those that knows how the technicalities work, those that have actually been trading, those have actually been making profit from the neutral market. That's the kind of people he was looking at when he brought this idea to us. All right. So including me, who now works in the marketing department, and the rest of all, other people.
Can you do me a favor, because this is really bothering me? Can you put your hand over your face?
All right, sure.
There is something very trippy about your video that is weirding me out. You seem to have A, limited facial expressions, and B, your voice to mouth is not corresponding. I feel like there's a disconnect.
It may be just a lag. I don't know. Happens sometimes. But like I'm saying,
are you real? Is this a real face that I'm seeing, or something's weird going on?
It's a real face you're seeing now going on. That's not working, right?
Your facial expression is very limited. You're doing the same facial expressions. It's not a full range of like me being able to smile and, like.
I can smile. What me? Come on.
Okay, very suspicious. Sorry, I have a lot of trauma from these programs and CEOs, and so does my audience.
Okay.
And your CEO seemed to be, hired in terms of his knowledge base of how the business operates, and just didn't sit well with something that could be used for showing confidence in the project.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. So you're telling me he's the founder of this program, or the founder of this funding fees that no one else has figured out?
Like I said, he's the brain behind the system, all right? So I don't know, I'm having a bit of glitch with my system, so I'm going to turn the video off. But like I said, he's the brain behind the system.
You mind if I call you on WhatsApp video?
Okay, let me explain what the system is before
I
jump on
understand, but
WhatsApp video.
There's a trust element to it. Can I call you on WhatsApp video?
All right, let me get up on the WhatsApp. We can try the WhatsApp video.
On video on WhatsApp, please.
I will call you on WhatsApp, all right?
Your video, please.
Let's see if it was there. All right?
Yeah.
All right, I will call you shortly.
Yeah.
On the WhatsApp feed.
Yeah.
Let's see if it's better on WhatsApp. Okay. So I will call you.
Sure. Very suspicious. I don't know if the CEO is using a filter on his face.
Why?
His facial expressions was very limited.
Really?
Yeah.
While doing the interview?
Well, that one, he didn't give me much confidence. In fact, he was like not knowing much about his business model and stuff like that. So.
Is that clickbait?
No, it's something else that I was exploring. But so I asked to speak to some other guy, and the guy's video was just very like. I heard about this. I never encountered one. Like people that use a face warping something, and his voice to his lips was not matching up.
Really?
And his face had limited facial expressions.
Did you have the recording?
Yeah.
Can I see?
Well, he's supposed to call me on video on WhatsApp, because I was like, wait, before you, I need you to call me on video on WhatsApp, because I just have this like annoying sense of.
Yeah, and why his screen was live?
Because he started to have some issues. Well, let's see if he calls or he's putting on his rubber mask. And guess what? He didn't call on WhatsApp video. As you can imagine, this was a huge learning curve lesson for me about what the manipulators are doing in our industry to try to get the best of us. So I wanted to share this with you because, as disturbing as it was, we need to become aware of it. We need to also check where these people are coming from. Does someone actually know them? Because ultimately, when I was done with the call, I asked the call with the CEO, I asked my friend, like, how do you know these people? And he said the CMO had contacted him on Facebook. My suspicions and red flags just kept going up and up to the point where this happened. But we need to find stronger vetting processes of knowing who these people are, what they are actually creating, and do a lot more assessment. And I hope this can be a process we develop together, more of what you guys are looking for. Let me know what are green flags for you, what are red flags for you. Let me know in the chat and on Telegram. You can message me directly. But hopefully you took something away from our industry that can give us the world and also is full of bad apples. With that, I will catch you guys as we continue to progress in this industry that is full of surprises. I'll catch you guys on the next piece.